Hello YouTube vinyl community, Mark Mai here again. I'm going to be a little quick because I know I'm only got a little bit of time on my memory before it runs out. So I wanted to finish up what we were talking about last time, which was some purchases I made at a place called M&B Exchange. It's a brand new place. I've never been to it before. This is my first time out. Found some great stuff. Last time I think we were right in the middle of talking about Clarke Carey and the Big Bad Band live at Buddy's Place, and this is on Vanguard. Good condition. Still has the original plastic on it, although it is kind of coming undone there, so I might take it off. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. Alright, then from there we got another Pablo. This is Oscar Peterson, Harry Edison, and Eddie Cleanhead Vincent. It's in great shape. Still has the plastic on it. One of the things that I noticed about this particular one is the inner sleeve, the person taped in. And I don't like this where I can just take the out like that. I like to have it so the top, the open part is up here. So I have to put it in the sleeve and then put it. The reason I like it that way is because that's the way it was meant to be done, to lessen the effect of the hard cover scraping back and forth on the record. You put it in a nice thin paper sleeve and you put it in there. It's less wear on the, so I'll fix that. It's just weird though. That's the first time I've ever seen anybody do that. Tape in the inner sleeve. Alright, and then a couple really good ones here. This one I'm really happy with. This is an original jazz classic. Pat Martino, Desperado, and this was originally on Prestige. And again, still has the original plastic on it, and it's very nice and clean. The only thing I notice is the, and this happens a lot with stickers, it kind of gets like this oily, filmy look to it, just from the glue, I imagine, bleeding through the actual sticker itself. But other than that, it's in great shape. And last and not least, this one I'm super happy to have found. And it's in a beautiful shape. It doesn't have the original plastic on it. That's the only thing. But I would still say this is an NM near mint version of The Sound of Jazz. And this was a live, memorable 1957 telecast featuring Billie Holiday, Lester Young, Count Basie, Roy Eldridge. If you've never seen the video footage, definitely go out to YouTube, look up Sound of Jazz, take a listen to that. It is amazing. Some great footage there of some legendary jazz artists. And of course, this is on Columbia Jazz Masterpiece Series. So I'm super happy to have found this one. It is in great shape too. So awesome. Alright, then yesterday I stopped at Amvets. This is an Amvets that I have a lot of luck at. There's a lot there. And actually I just noticed they did look like they went through and cleaned out a whole bunch that have been there for a while. Maybe some that are, you know, people take them out to inspect them and they notice a big scratch on it or whatever. They don't put it back. They leave. So there's a lot of empty covers there. There's a lot of loose vinyl there. They went through and cleaned out a whole bunch. You know, unfortunately what they probably did was threw them in the garbage. And they're in the landfill right now. But at least they're not there on the shelves anymore. But always new stuff coming in. I found some doozies there and I'm really happy. First one, Janis Joplin Pearl, and it has a big, must have been a sticker or a piece of tape or something that, and someone just went and ripped it off. But the vinyl itself is in really great shape, and I don't have any Janis, so there you go. Next is Les McCann. This is his Magic Band featuring Bobby Bryant Jr. And this is the Longer You Wait. And this is on a record label I've never heard of before, Jam. It's out of Washington, D.C., according to the back here. Jam. But there you go. Les McCann. Can't beat some Les McCann. Next, I got a David Valentine in Love's Time, and this is on the GRP label, of course. He was on GRP for a long time. It's in great shape. Good flute player. More of a contemporary jazz sort of thing. An Oak Light. I love my Oak. This is on a Titan record label. Pretty good shape. An Oak is famous for Command label and a couple other labels, but saw that one and I figured I'd give it a try. Phase 4. I love Phase 4. They always look so nice and clean. The materials that they use for making some of these, this is of course a gatefold, but the material that they use, the lamination that they use and everything always makes it look so nice. But this is called Film Spectacular, so it's a bunch of theme music, but it's conducted by Stanley Black and the London Festival Orchestra there. Alright, a couple more here. This is Perez Prado, and this is on the Palace record label, Cha-Cha Festival. Anytime I see Perez, anything that has, you know, a Latin feel to it, I'm going to go and get. So I'm happy with that one. And last but not least, from the Amvets, I got a classical. This is on Deutsche Grammophon. This is basically concerto for saxophone, and this is the orchestra chamber orchestra with Paul Kuntz, his name. So again, another one that's got great materials for the lamination there, and they always look real nice too. And then yesterday, a friend of mine Facebooked me, said, "Hey, tomorrow we're having a garage sale. We've got some records. Would you want to come over and take a look at them now before I put them out, or catch me first thing in the morning before I open?" Well, I waited. I had breakfast with my wife, and then I walked over, and I kind of figured there weren't going to be very much, and there wasn't. But I guess it must be Grandma's records, and Grandma was German and spoke German. There was a lot of German music there, so didn't get any of that. But I did find a few, help them out a little bit. So this first one is Arthur Fiedler and the Boston Pops. Plays Glenn Miller's biggest hits. And this is on an RCA red seal. And it was in great shape. I thought, okay, why not? Then I saw this one. This is on a Tops label, and this is called Sensational Stereo Spectacular. It's a demonstration album, but the thing that I liked about it was it's on red vinyl. So I picked that one up. And then they had a box set, Easy Listening Classics. And this is a Reader's Digest, you know, one of those great ones. And it's super heavy. Looks like there's 9 records in here. And I gave them $10 for the 3. Because I'm a nice guy, but I did mention to them, they had a couple, I can never remember the guy's name. I always say he looks like Kendall, but he was a German guitar player. And I said, those are, for whatever reason, this Kendall looking guy and his covers are super exciting to people. So definitely don't sell those for $1 or $2 or whatever. You put those on eBay immediately. You know, they took them, put them on the side, and they said, okay, we'll put them on eBay. I can't remember the guy's name. I've seen him all over the place. I see him all the time on different websites. People buy them. I don't understand why. But there you go. So that's it for today, and we'll catch up next time. Hopefully, I'll have more great stuff. Again, here locally, we've got some bad news. A nice place that we get a lot of our records from is closing, so I'm always looking for new places nearby, and I'll keep you informed if I find anything. See you later.